Hello everyone and welcome to the Apollo Series Phase 1 $10,000 tournament brought to you by Quasar and our sponsors GGBet. So of course guys, the group stage have come to a close. We are basically at the position where there is one more game remaining, and once that game will be over, we'll have our playoffs, which is a double elimination bracket set. Of course, this is very important for the two remaining teams that will be battling it out here on Group A. The names are Danny, and of course, let's take a look at some of the games that we've been having thus far. On Group B, we have, of course, VP Prodigy, Aurora Youngbloods, Hatu, and Lemon Dogs, and over there things are pretty obvious. VP Prodigy have taken over the first seed. On the second place, we do have Aurora, and later on we do have for a third spot Hatu and Lemon Dogs. And for Group A, well, we still have to get this matchup on its way. It will be DMS versus Unity Esports, the two bottom teams, in fact. And as you can see from our video right here, nothing too unexpected, I would say. I have taken a look at Unity's track record, and they're a team that despises playing on a map like Inferno. In fact, it seems to be one of their main bans. When you come to look at a team like DMS, yeah, they don't prefer playing Nuke either. So the map picks we have here is basically playing into the strengths of both of the teams. Mirage seems like a pretty decent map there for DMS. I actually had a chance to cast them playing against the squad of Dynamo Eclot, and initially it was a pretty close affair. It could have gone either way. We'll have, of course, Anubis there being picked there by Unity Esports, and if necessary, the third map will be Ancient. I suppose Ancient has become a bit of a new Inferno in that sense. It is a map that everyone seems to be playing and is, in fact, one of the most played maps in the current CS2 map pool. Perhaps that will be changed if we do have some sort of new map popping in instead of Inferno, because Inferno is in fact one of the least played maps. So definitely keep that in mind here, folks. And yeah, for Group A, we already have the squads that have, well, basically secured a prominent position, right? You got Rhino Esports that have a 2-1 record in the round robin group stage, as well as Dynamo Eclot 2-1. However, with today's best of three, things can change drastically. And by that sense, I mean DMS has the opportunity to still secure a spot in the upper bracket. In that sense, they have a 1-1 record. However, with their current track record, there is the possibility for them to eventually overtake a squad like Dynamo Eclot or Rhino Esports in the group. Why, you may ask? Well, the reason behind it is that there's not a huge round difference between Rhino Esports and Dynamo Eclot. If DMS successfully secured the victory here against Unity Esports, they have a chance to stay in the upper bracket, which gives them basically at least one life in the tournament, at least one life in the playoffs if they take that upper bracket spot, perhaps even two if they get knocked down to the lower bracket. So absolutely, for a squad like DMS, this is a crucial victory to have. Whereas for Unity Esports, I mean, fact of the matter is, with round robin, you have sort of matchups like this where, well, yeah, they're down 0-2 and they really can't do much at this point. They could perhaps leave a thorn in the side of DMS, and for them it would be quite crucial if they could meet an opponent like DMS potentially in the lower bracket once more. But this will be, I'd say, an important matchup for DMS, and very important, in fact, for a squad that doesn't really have that much experience. You compare them to a team like Unity, and Unity has been playing some really good CS, not only here at the Apollo series. Okay, maybe the Apollo series, not such a good example, but outside the Apollo series, they've been doing some fine work, and looks like we'll be taking a look at our matchup here. This will be the very first map here of the best of three, and kicking things off here on Mirage. It will be, by the looks of things, DMS here on the T side, and it will be Unity on the CT side. Right, pretty simple setup so far. Not expecting anything too fancy out of the skies here, but Mickey overlooking here towards middle, not really seeing anything so far. Basically, information is the name of the game, and well, not really seeing anything so far here. There we go, the first smoke now being deployed here from the T side. It will evaporate perhaps sooner than expected. There we go. We will see the first points of contact. The push comes in here. Uh-oh, unsuccessful there. Has Fade will get the head of one. Looking for more, it will be Kalash. Look at this. A push, a double push, if you will, on the B-bomb side, on the A side. Doesn't matter. The T's are going in for the kills, and it's all up to Lonesome Mikey to try and secure the victory, and that will simply be impossible. DMS will secure the victory. And we will be changing the HUD here in a very short moment, guys. Don't worry about it. Everything will be done so far. Pretty good opening round there for the T side. I mean, you have to admit it. Kalash is, in fact, one of those players I recommend to take a look at. If you want to spot someone else, probably Hitta would also be a good bet. Kalash and Hitta for the DMS side. For Unity Esports, perhaps you could look at the guys like Pechi, Mikey. It's a bit more difficult on their side to say who would be the better player, but if anything, I definitely expect DMS to have a good showing on a map like Mirage. Mirage is, in general, a pretty decent map for a team that probably hasn't put in a lot of man-hours practicing, and Mirage is just a map everyone is comfortable with. Everyone knows how to play it, everyone knows at least the very basic smokes, and at some instances, that could be more than enough to secure a victory, right? You got your basic smokes down and you know how you got to play. All you got to do, listen to your in-game leader, listen to the calls he's making, and that could be enough to secure a victory on the T side. And let's remember, the CD side, well, if you can land those headshots, that could also be more than enough to secure a victory on a map like Mirage. So for a team like DMS, absolutely, that's exactly what they'd be hoping for. Unity Esports, let's remember, even if they somehow secure the loss on that first map of Mirage, we will have the second map of Anubis, which will be their map pick. And there we go, guys. Looks like we're good to jump into the game properly. As we saw previously, DMS managed to secure the first pistol round victory, and now the second one should be a breeze. Look at the investment from the CTs. It is basically non-existent. Pistols aboard, and we should not expect much. Levy holding the angle with the Deke, looking for his opportunity, but DMS, I mean, in a round like this, all you got to do mainly slow down. And the T's are doing exactly that, though. AW, prime position with the MAC-10, can deal so much damage if necessary. But again, keep it simple, keep it concrete. Hit it. Perfect frag on Mikey opens up the B bomb site, and opportunities aplenty. They can very easily overtake B. AW, I mean, just lurking behind the smoke, could catch a player, gets one on Neo. Either way, the round will come to an abrupt end as DMS secure themselves well, perhaps not a clean victory, but a victory regardless. There we go. Smet takes down the last two players, and that will be 2-0 for DMS. AW, MAC-10, nice cleanup. But this is the real round. This is where things do get feisty. DMS. A third round on the board potentially, but there will be some resistance. Look at Unity right now. The weapons are there. Perhaps not the utility. It's a bit lacking on their side. Not to mention, no defuse kit. So things do get feisty, especially on the retake scenario. The CTs might struggle. But look at that as well. Lots of mid presence early on from Unity. You'll love to see it. Didn't get much out of it though. Surprisingly, none of the DMS players are even contesting middle at this point. In fact, oh Mikey, that's a good spray. Dealing the damage early on to the players, making sure. Gotta watch their toes. Oh, watch out for your heart there, buddy. Looks like Smet is attempting a fake towards A. Meanwhile, the real action should concur on B. Look at the players. They're getting ready for the push. Mikey holds his ground, but he doesn't know how many players are about to enter the site. So Mikey gets the one, but there's more players on his right, and he doesn't check it. AW successfully takes over the bomb side. Will get that bomb planted. There we go. And a free V2 retake. Doable for the CTs. AW, though. Massive frag, and Hitta gets his. So it's all up to Fida. Difficult 1v2. They know his positioning, and AW closes it out without a flinch. Man's got nerves of steel. And it's necessary in a 2v3 like that. Especially since the T's did not have some good positioning. If we take a look at the minimap right here, they're practically playing over at default. So it would be much better if a player would have stayed, say, at the apartments, or would have stayed somewhere in bench. But they do not have that luxury. They have to go for the peaks, and most importantly, they win the duels outright. So great round here for DMS. Unity, though, I mean, on the back of it, we'll have to keep it simple. Pistols aboard. We can absolutely get something done here. I'm sure of it. The Deegs and the 5.7s. Nice to see the 5.7 getting some love. I feel like a lot of players have been switching to P250 more often. The 5.7 still a capable pistol, though against the MAC-10 of AW, not so much. All he has to do is pull the trigger and boom, kills are coming through. No problem whatsoever for a team like DMS. Oh, nade exchange though. Oh, another one comes in, Mikey. Quick on the ladder. Oh, and the third one! Oh gosh, and a Molotov as well finally goes down. Guess that was nade practice for DMS. But eventually the bullets get the job done. Okay. CTs. Gotta get some confidence here. Oh, okay. That will not help. With Hita securing a frag on Levy, this will make matters so much more difficult for the CTs. They've lost a crucial player here, and well, looks like not gonna be an easy attempt here. I think DMS even know. If they got a kill here in Levy, it looks like it's just Lonesome Mikey on B. They can punish him, or in fact, flashbang doesn't land at the spot, so Fita gets the frag. We might still see some encounters happening here in middle, and even further than that. Look at this, Petchin has to be aware of so many angles, connector as well as window. And he simply can't hold it all, so he will rotate to help out Mikey. And he's feeling the pressure all right. He knows what's happening, gets the first one, switches out for the M4 to get a second one. Thanks to Mikey, he slows down the push, and as Fade, massive frag for him. He knows what's happening right now. He knows there's Lonesome Mikey here, but he's not aware. And so Kalash has to end it all. 1v2. Oh, AWP. Bomb picked up. This is actually a great avenue of retreat for Clash. In fact, he might just able to get that bomb planted. Look at the CTs. The rotation is coming in. It's quicker than I expected. Mikey will secure the frag, and Unity will secure the round. The very first one, in fact, for Unity. Gotta say, though, not a very clean victory. A lot of this comes down to Mikey holding the B bomb site on his lonesome. And the third kill, especially, ends the round. Great stuff from Mickey Mike. And now, back to middle. Crucial area of the map. If you're on the T side, securing mid control is crucial, whatever you're going towards the A bomb side or the B bomb side. You gotta make sure those CTs keep on guessing. Never aware of your position, and of course, not aware if there is a potential flank, which can definitely cause a lot of distress for the CTs. So here, mid control, part of the game, but not necessarily the goal. It's a means to an end, but the end, where shall it be? That's the big question. Leave it with the MP9. It's such a powerful position as well. So up close, with that SMG in particular, you can deal a lot of damage. You can win out easily against a player with an AK. And now, 45 seconds. Yeah, mid control is there for DMS, but where do they go from here? That's the big question. Kalash. Looking for players. Fida in the position. Oh no, the timing is everything. The Molotov though does come down, but Kalash and AW open up the side. Don't worry about it. DMS has full control, so Levy and Mikey have to back away. There's simply nothing they can do at this point. Oh, okay, that's a bit awkward. Yeah, okay, the MP9 is good in the close quarters combat scenario, but not there in T-spawn. Poor Levy. It's gonna come down to a victory from DMS Unity. So far, not finding any success here in the CT side. Sure, the one round's been great, but it came down to Mikey holding the bomb site by his lonesome against an onslaught of players. And yeah, he managed to get those free kills, and that was enough for Unity to win a round. But apart from that, CT side is looking lackluster. But I'm sure they're aware of it. Here as well, what we're seeing is, well, an investment of pistols and some SMGs. Will that be enough, though? Dire straits for Unity, so an investment like this could come in handy, especially if you secure a victory, even more so. Kalash just patiently holding his angle. Mikey feeling the heat. Will go into the shade to get some cover. Those smokes are coming in, so you gotta be careful. AW, first man in. Nice flashbang though, no players in sight. There's the first, looks for more, but Levy from the bench. Kalash now entering the bomb site, needs to be very thorough in the approach. They will secure yet another kill. But one more player remains in the form of Petchin, but it doesn't even matter. Unity, once again, unable to hold on the B bomb site. It's DMS, securing a massive win, a 6th round for them. Which for Unity, I mean, if you take a look at the scoreline, you gotta start sweating. This is not the CT start you were hoping for, and I mean, Mirage admittedly, I would say, has become kind of Inferno in the sense that there are a lot of close encounters on Mirage. Fair to say, maybe even a 50-50 map, if you will. Both CTs and Ts can do a lot of damage. Well, here, last attempt from Fida, but that's basically it. Again, replay here on the B bomb site. Successful take from DMS, even though there was basically a stack from Unity. The stack did not manage to deal with all the players, and so 6th round for DMS. Yeah, so as I was saying, Inferno is one of the maps where you get to see those even scorelines. Basically, a 6-6 half is standard practice on a map like Inferno, but on Mirage as well. And this is not what we're seeing. Unity is crumbling, but maybe this is the round they needed. Fida, perfect hold on the bomb site, will take 2 with him. But DMS will continue the push. They have the man advantage, and they have Kalash on their side as well. Bomb will be planted. AW and Co. Probably not the best positions to be in, but luckily they at least have Kalash in CT spawn. AW. That smoke looking for opportunities, but it's dangerous. Neo with the AWP. Oh no, gets caught out. Leaves it all up to Lonesome Mikey, so he's got bail. There's no way he's winning a round like this, and he knows it. Has to back away, save that AWP, and that will be a 7th round for DMS. Maybe he can save the gun, though. Perhaps. Oh, he's being pushed. Oh, no, Mikey decides to go for the peek at the very last second. It's always difficult to save your weapon, and a good rule of thumb is if you are saving your weapon, you should be saving it to the very end. Hug a wall, hug a, I don't know what you got, a kitchen sink there in the B apartments. Do anything to stay alive, to keep that AWP safe, and well, losing it at the last second, that's gotta hurt. I'm also liking the fact that DMS is constantly changing up their pace. Look at the previous round, how quickly He just pounced on the bomb site. The CTs, they were simply not aware of this being part of their playbook. So deep into the first half. And well, we are pretty deep, and Unity is yet to secure at least a couple more rounds to make it more competitive. Oh, there we go. Feed up. Perfect timing. It's the frag here on Hita, as Fade will secure the frag, though. He's in a bit of an awkward spot. I mean, look at this. You have Levy and CT spot, but there's also a feed up with the AWP from T, so of course he can't check both angles, and Levy will secure the one. Oh, there we go. AK in hand. Looks for more players. Down in sandwich. AWP goes, and Levy looks for more. That might just be his round. Smet in the 1v2. The bomb is dropped at an awkward spot. But he can make this work. Of course, now they know his position, so 30 seconds. It's going to come down to Unity making some big mistakes. That's the only way I see it. Smet, though. Oh, what the hell? Vita's going for the peek, and Smet, he's got a chance now. He saw the player. He goes for it. Oh, my gosh. DMS. What a stellar round, and Smet, what a huge performance in the 1v2, but there's no way he wins that round if Unity just played safe. Look at the replay. Levy puts in the performance of a lifetime, and yet his teammates decide to fight the last player. That's a crucial mistake. That's a huge mistake. Gotta make sure those don't appear anymore, and AW. DMS in general, in fact. You know, they feel confident. Look at this. The Palace push comes in. No nades, no nothing. Just raw aim, but maybe raw aim will be overpowered. Look at this. DMS, perfect. Opening up the site once again with Smet and AW. Neo feels the pressure. Gotta skedaddle out of here. Bomb being planted.
Bomb has been planted.
And the retake with a double op setup is... Oh. Okay, Neo knows the positioning of the one player, but... No, winning this round is out of the question. Retaking with the double op setup is uncommon. It's uncommon, to say the least. So perhaps this calls for truce. Save your weapons to fight for another day, but the problem is we're running out of days. 9 rounds for DMS basically means that Unity, well, have just a couple more chances. To be frank, it's basically 2 more chances. I gotta say, DMS playing stellar. And it's not because their Counter-Strike is stellar. I've gotta say, Unity is seemingly making a lot of mistakes. Mistakes that are costing them dearly. And DMS, I mean, you take a look at the right-hand side, I mean, their players are shooting. They're firing it on all cylinders. Here we have as well a word from our sponsors, GGBet. Here we have the odds that are favoring DMS at the moment, and perhaps rightfully so, though Unity on paper seems to be one of the better squads. They could still bounce back. This is a best of 3 after all. Right. Levy. Let's see what he's got with the op. There we go. First frag comes in, and he knows. He has to back away, abandon his position. But do not abandon hope. Got a chance here. Perhaps a huge one. Uh-oh, what's happening? AW and S Fade. What the hell? They managed to pick up those 2 huge frags, and well, Unity, lack of info, or perhaps some important info being picked up. Look, Mikey picks up a frag here on B. And Fida, oh, he hears the footsteps. He knows what's going on right now. He will give the information to his teammates that this is, in fact, an A play. And Neo, ooh, missing a crucial shot. Could have ended the round basically there. But now, there's a chance for DMS to maybe cross the side. Kalash, oh no. Fida in the backlines, though, sees the one, will secured up to Kalash in 1 versus 2. AWP in hand. Oh, goes for the flick. So many players that he has to face, and oh gosh, nice run from Kalash. Goes in for the straight up frag. However, Neo is there to back him up, and finally, A 1v2 that goes in the way of Unity. It's been a while. Ooh, that's a painful miss. Gotta say though, even in that 1v2, I thought maybe Clash has a chance there. I mean, that's not a thought process you'd be having. If Unity would be able to step up, but perhaps they will finally quench their problems. Second round goes their way, and there is the potential for third. Sure, massive gap, but you can always decrease the distance if you continue fighting. There we go. Good start for Unity. Levy picks up the first frag with S-Fade. Perhaps even more. Look at this. Levy goes into the hunt. Oh, Kalash. Awareness. Levy felt it, but he was not anticipating S-Fade in that position. And so what's next? If you're DMS, well, still a lot of time left on the clock. They have control over towards the B apartments. In fact, even presence towards the middle, so that will keep Unity guessing. In fact, they're not even attempting to go for any information play. It's all going to come down to whether Mikey can hold on B. Because that's the one player they're solely relying right now. Oh, with that smoke being deployed towards ramp there over the minimap, I think it would be time for someone to rotate from Unity. But they're not reading this one. They think it's still an A push, but now they know it is in fact B, and Mikey leaves his position to get the frag on Kalash. Goes in for more, stalls the push. There's a player to be found, and look at this. He has done tremendous work. He stopped the push, however, they're still picking up frags. Hitta as well, and all up to Neo in the 1v. Oh my gosh, Neo secures that frag. But can he make it work? Yes, he can. 1v1 against Smet. Neo moves in. He knows the bomb is being planted. Oh, he's gonna move in for the smoke. Smet, he has no idea what's happening. The USB will connect. And a victory for Unity. Great performance there from Neo these past couple rounds, in fact, securing another clutch for his team, and also with the USPS. Oh, here as well, let's take a look what's happened. Oh my gosh, Neo! He just ducked, and that was enough to save your life. Props to Neo, props to Unity to at least secure those last couple of rounds, but the hard work begins here, boys. The second half is upon us, and DMS has a stack of rounds on their side. Lots of them. So they can make mistakes, they could lose the pistol round, it doesn't matter that much. Whereas for Unity, the pistol round means everything. So, what's it gonna be? Well, a lot of utility for Unity, that's for sure. The smokes, the flashbangs, and in fact, I believe it's... yeah, 2 smoke grenades by the looks of it. Here are the odds here from GGBet once again for the best of 3 winner. But who will win this round? That's the big question. The push is in from Unity. The smokes have landed, and Hitta with his buddy will try to hold on. The smoke grenade for CT spawn is crucial. However, instead of fighting for CT spawn, which has become pretty meta, Unity will simply back away. Time is being wasted. Remember, no defuse kit on the side of DMS as well. They're waiting for the smokes to fade, and only then can they begin their push, so almost half of the time has been wasted. And now it's time to move in. DMS. Looking for the players. They know they should be over at connector. With that bomb being planted in a very open position, they can't be anywhere. Neo doing fine work with a pistol, but is it enough though? The bomb is being defused, but there's simply no time. DMS unsuccessful, and Unity with an impressive victory once again comes down to the clutch of Neo. Look at this, Neo doing some fine work there, as well as Mikey. I think actually Mikey is the guy that might have killed the bomb diffuser, or maybe on the back of those 2 kills from Neo, the bomb diffuser had to stop sticking it and look towards Palace. Either way, a great round from Unity and a very powerful bomb plant. A tip for anyone playing CS2, absolutely got to make sure if you plant a bomb, And if you got side control, planting it in an open position can be so powerful, especially if you can have players looking at it from both connector, palace, and ramp. From there on out, it becomes almost impossible to lose a round like that. Though Unity, I gotta say, not a very clean approach on the bomb side, but at least a good, oh, in fact, make that 3 good kills. Hit an AW, still looking for opportunities. No bomb plant just yet. Respectable. Ooh, that's a good angle for AW. Picks up the frag on Levy, and you gotta wonder, though, is Unity really contemplating leaving the bomb site alone? AW, uh-oh! Okay. Surprised he even stays alive for that long. Hits it, though. Ooh, he's going in. He's going in for the MLG scopes. I mean, they know his position. So, the bomb plant coming in. He's gonna go for the shot. Uh-oh, not gonna make it. Yeah, this is basically the end here for your boy Hit. We'll try to go for it. Maybe he can get a shot or 2. That'd be nice. Leaving a dent on the T economy, but forget about it. 5 rounds here for Unity. With a sloppy take on the bomb side, making some mistakes eventually to put Lonesome height in 1v2. I'm surprised the player on Sandwich didn't get that kill quick enough. Perhaps he was making the play, thinking he could get more than just the 1 frag. Anyways, the previous round was an investment from DMS. This time, though, back to the pistols. This is definitely one of the things Unity absolutely needed. Get some of that momentum going. Because we saw how difficult it was for them to pick up rounds on the first half. And here, I mean, you can see, okay, I mean, it's just eco kills, sure, but you're still building up that confidence, which is absolutely crucial on the T side. Because on T side, you'll be the one doing the peeking, and you gotta make sure that you're confident enough to go in for the frags, to go in for the kills. Because if you're not confident enough, then absolutely, you're not gonna be getting frags. Your opponent will smell fear. And if he does smell fear, blood in the water, oh man, you're going down. Levy, though, I mean, showing off with the deagle, fair enough. I mean, fair enough. If that's gonna help you boost your confidence, go ahead. 3 rounds here for Unity. Nice to see that they managed to, you know, secure the pistol round victory. And from there on out, managed to get a couple of rounds in. And suddenly the scoreline difference isn't that huge anymore. It's just 3 rounds, which basically could come down to just winning 1 round against the weapons. Then the next one should be a follow-up eco, and the other round should be another investment. So basically win 2 gun rounds and you got yourself an even scoreline. Can you make it, though? I think that's the big problem for Unity. They have not been contested the rifles of DMS. So look at Smet. Holding his position. In fact, the lonesome player. This is so difficult. Basically has to look not only at palace, but ramp as well. He at least has his teammates covering connector for him. But even so much pressure on the one player, and you love to see it, DMS. An active approach, an active default in the first gun round. Here we go, so late into the round, and AW still gets the frag, but look at this. Mikey, uh-oh, Kalash is aware of it. In fact, Kalash is aware of more than just the short push. He knows their players are coming out the apartments right now. Levy looking at so many angles. Neo helps him out. Kalash still holds his ground, and Neo, his position is known. He's the last player alive. And 1v3, can he pull it off? Well, that's a good start. Gets the 1. Nice attempt at the no-scope, but sadly, DMS. Well, I say sadly, but really it's a rightful round here for DMS. You know, that's a nice attempt, though. I mean, you can see the bullet landing right below the feet of the player. That was absolutely, I mean, I don't want to speculate, right? I don't want to speculate, but if he gets that no-scope, there's suddenly a much more doable 1v1, and who knows what's going to happen there. I mean, from there on out, you could have potentially not only broken the economy of DMS, but perhaps even morale just a little bit. Flashbangs coming in. Mid control is the name of the game, but for Unity, you can't really hold on to that control for long. I mean, you only got the pistols. Look at Mikey. Sneaky. Moves in. Ay, that's a gap in the smoke. Will cause his teammate to go down and Smet with a W. Oh, what is this? Neo gets the frag on hit as suddenly a lot of map control for Unity. The nade. Oh, look at that. So much damage, but still no kill. Oh my gosh, Levy. Massive frag opens up the B bomb site. In fact, Unity will absolutely hurdle their players towards B. They know what's going on. So Smet and co. Still a doable retake. But they gotta be careful. Oh, wait a second. Where's the bomb? Oh, the bomb is back at T-spawn. Oh no, Unity. Oh my. That's a rookie mistake, you gotta admit. Oh no, Smet takes down Neo with the AWP, so this round is basically coming to an end. Oh my. Oh, it's painful. That's gotta hurt. 15 seconds. Levy's got his running shoes on. But he's making a lot of noise, and AW absolutely moves in. Easy frag for him, and 11-6. Whew. That was a dangerous round, right? That was a very dangerous round. Look at this. Unity opening up the bomb site. Well, perhaps we gotta give credit where credit is due, and it's thanks to Mike, I believe, who opened up the round with the first frag from Connector. Then I think it was Neo at window. And so that really puts the CTs in a very awkward position. They'd like to rotate towards B, but how can they do it when they don't have window control? Ooh, well, spray control, not good for Fida, but at least he's got his teammates. W though, from where? Gets a frag on one. 3v3 situation, Levy is being contested, and he doesn't like it. Not one bit. Though, the awareness, oh, good enough, but not the frag. Kalash. A traitor to his name, but has the M4 in his game. Also has a lot of information. Knows this will not be a B play. At least not from the apartments. But he has no idea what's happening towards short. And this is a huge problem. The terrorists have managed to just snake past through. No one is aware of their position. But I think now the jig is up. Yeah. The bomb being planted. Height. He knows. Smet, Kalash, everyone. But now they gotta get in position, and they're very far apart from one another. Luckily, they have the kits, which will come in handy in the retake. Levy with the off angle. Probably the best thing he can do with 33 points of health. Where's the push? Players from short. Ooh, the timing. So awful there from Levy. Did not expect that a player will eventually move in from the kitchen. And I gotta say though, that's a fine retake from DMS. They secure yet another round. And well, ladies and gentlemen, this might just be the end here of the first map. Mirage is seemingly going the way of DMS. Well, perhaps Unity have something to say about it, but I have my doubts. But let's see. As long as there are players in the server, there is the chance to secure a victory. Fida moving in, very aggressive play, but where is the backup? Finally it comes in, but it's a bit too late. Smet has already picked up the one, the second one, and a third if necessary, but no, S-Fade is there, and it's all up to Lonesome Neo in the 1v4, gets the one though, but not the rest. And so that will be the victory here for DMS. 13 rounds on the map of Mirage, and well, I gotta say though, this was a very convincing victory. DMS has been looking sharp on the first half. In fact, on Mirage, the T side was looking solid. It looked like they might just run away with, I don't know, even 11 rounds on it. But at the very end, we finally saw some sort of comeback there from Unity Esports, which also spilled over to that second half. And well, guys, looks like that's going to be the end here for the first map, but this is a best of three. So, of course, if you want to find out who might be the victor, you got to tune into the next maps as well. So, before that, we're going to be going to a very quick commercial break. And once we'll be back, we'll be sure to bring you that second map. Hello everyone and welcome back to our second map of the best of 3, brought to you by Quasar as well as our sponsors GGBet. So, if you watched the very first map, I've got to say though, it was not the most exciting Counter-Strike. DMS though played some really good CS. Their individuals firing it off on all cylinders looked very solid on the first half of Mirage as well as the second half, which was the CT side. But now, we got to know the second map is the map pick of their opponents. So right now you got to wonder, DMS, sure, they showed us some great CS on the first map, but considering the second map is the map pick of what just happened here? Unity Esports. There we go. From Unity Esports and them playing on the T side. Well, I gotta say though, their T side on Mirage did not convince me. Though they had some good opportunities, sure, I think on a map like Anubis, you will have to show some really good T setups. And in fact, that they consider picking this map, something tells me that they know how to do it. One of the great things on a map like Anubis is, of course, knowing how to use your utility, which can be done on both the T side as well as the CT side. Some teams, in fact, will show some really good prominence on a map like Anubis. You can see teams like FaZe playing the way they take something like water control. If they want to take water control, they have players from utility not only save from just middle or even the B bomb side, but as well as the A bomb side, showing that they can force those players towards water to even back away or potentially even secure a first few frags, which is in fact very important on the CT side of Anubis. But it is a map that requires sort of like push and pull, right? If you are noticing some sort of pressure towards the B bombs, I'd say as a CT, you got to show some aggression towards A. It's not easy though, let's be real. The way the current meta goes in a map like Anubis, right? Having just the one player towards the A bomb side, there's a lot of pressure in that individual, but it's also an area of the map as a T side. If you decide to push on it, well, it could be disastrous. There's just so many angles to peek on, and well, it's not going to be that easy. But the fact is, if it is true that the players here on the side of Unity Esports have put in the working hours, playing a map like Anubis, I'm sure as hell they'll be showing us some really good Counter-Strike here in just a few moments. Looks like we're still waiting for one of the last players to connect, and we'll be sure to continue on here with the best of 3. And of course, guys, remember, all of this is being done so that one team can secure the title here at the Appolo Series Phase 1. $10,000 tournament. First place, $5,000. That's pretty good, but they also get a spot in the Appolo Series Finals, which is also a nice little bonus. So guys, it looks like we have our players on the server and we'll be good to go here with our second map of the best of 3. Anubis, map picked by Unity Esports. I just have to wait just a little bit longer, but no worries. Like I said, victor of the entire Appolo Series Phase 1 will be getting the nice chunk of $5,000, which is, like I said, very nice. But also for the LAN Finals, which is going to be pretty interesting, folks. We're having a couple of these phases. This is just the very first phase. We'll have the second, third, and fourth phase to determine which teams will be playing in the LAN finals of the Appolo series. So be sure to tune into our following tournament series as well, as things will be really exciting. From what I've been told, it does appear like one of the players has a mouse problem, which I do hope it's not going to cause any issues. I mean, the mouse is definitely feeling a lot of pressure in a map like this. You gotta wonder as well. I mean, the mouse of a pro gamer has seen it all. It's seen victories, it's seen losses, and here it might just see an opportunity to qualify for the playoffs. Of course, a word from our sponsor, GGBet, the winner of the second map. Still the odds be favoring Unity Esports. Rightfully so. I mean, this is the map they decided to pick, and you might say they might be declared winners, but I'm sure that DMS will be putting up a good fight here on Anubis as well. And of course, guys, if you will be considering sponsoring, be sure to do so responsibly and be of the right age. That is according to the local laws of your country. So, ladies and gentlemen, let the second map of Anubis commence. Unity Esports on the CT side and DMS starting on the T side. Early utility usage towards middle. Oh, Becton with the dualies. Oh no, he knows what's happening right now, that it is in fact a B play, so he needs the backup. And Mikey holds his ground for as long as he does, though look at the advancement. Smet holding his ground with the block. This could be a powerful setup, but he does go down eventually. The bomb has been planted as announced. Mikey dealing some fine damage on the player, but DMS in a very awkward position. 3 players remain. Hita though, in B connector, very strong though. Can stall the push for as long as he does, and look at S-Fade playing around Palace. Mikey though comes in, looks for frags, and look at this, lonesome AW. The bomb's not even planted for him, so it will be defused in any moment. AW though will be going down, and Unity with the first pistol round victory.
Counter-terrorists win.
Congrats for the players. I gotta say though, Unity, that was a nice pistol round. Look at this as well. Early on, we saw some aggression from the CTs on that pistol round, and they managed to even have players close outside B. They've gone for a bit of a tour de Anubis and successfully managed to put their players in prime positions with the flanks, and, well, 3 remaining terrorists on the B bomb side can barely do anything. Mikey takes a big brunt of damage. Remember, the T's managed to get the bomb plant. With that bomb plant, they got the extra cash injection. Which means we're not just talking about pistols, we're talking about rifles. Galil's, the MAC-10 for S-Fade, a scout even in the hands of Hita. So far, a default setup from the T's. Looking for some openings, but as you can see, I mean, Unity is not giving them anything. However, one area of the map that has been completely abandoned by Unity is in fact middle. Putting all their eggs in 2 baskets, the B side or the A side. Okay, now we see a rotation. AW moves in with a kill. Good setup. Now it does feel like DMS will continue with the push on B. Mikey, holding from dark, is in desperate need of backup. There's the first kill. Needs more though. The setup is slow, but look at S-Fade. Oh gosh, that's what they're waiting for. He's the plan maker. He will make a huge difference in this round. Another smoke pops in. Oh no! Oh no, that smoke. The smoke from his teammate, in fact, puts him in an awful spot, and Mikey comes in to close out the round. 2-0 for Unity. Oh man, I gotta say though, that was a nice setup from DMS. The fact that they had the player like S-Fade move in for middle so carefully, so gently. And well, that smoke from his teammate kind of messed things up for him. He should have waited just a couple more seconds. The smoke towards Palace fades, then he pounces. Then he catches the player towards dark. So far, difficult scenes. Let's see what's gonna happen next. Neo, MP9 in hand, proper weapon. Just enough to deal with these lousy T's. Flash with the dig, you don't want to fight him, Neo. He's a menace on DMS. Yeah, proactive setup from the A-side defenders. Neo, at the very least, could get it 1, 2. Okay, that's not bad. Levy's there for the backup. And a quick rotation from Petchin as well. So a nice hold here from Unity. Only losing the 1 player, but it's not going to matter that much. Levy, there we go. That's a nice shot. And there we go. That will be the end of this encounter. 3 rounds here for Unity. So far, so good. Oh, no way! No way! That deagle shot seemed dead on the player. What the hell? Crosshair was not enough, though. The gods of CS2 said no. Maybe DMS needs to provide some more sacrifices. Clash. Or maybe even Smet. Look at this. prime angle. Good positioning as well. The off angle works well to deal damage, but not a kill. That is becoming a huge menace there towards A. Look at the way he opened up this round. In fact, he's so confident enough, he leaves the A bomb site completely. Levy moves in with another one. Mikey gets his, and look at this. Unity just mopping up their opponents. No response from DMS. Maybe Smet. Okay, that's a good response. A quick one at that. Nice shot from Smet. But what's next? It's all gonna come down to headshots if DMS doesn't come up with a plan quick, and maybe the plan is to go A. This is difficult though. Height has no backup. So he will move in the bomb site, but if he goes down, that's the bomb in the hands of the CTs. So Height, clearing out the corners. Oh, that's some good crosshair positioning, but now they know. Unity knows what's happening. Molotov towards camera. Smet in the backlines though. Oh, that's good. That's a good position from Smet. DMS still unable to get that bomb planted. You gotta make sure to get rid of players that have been hit. That gets his. Pekin comes in and well, Unity managed to claw their way back with a victory here on this round, but it got dangerously close. Look at this. We're talking about a 2 versus 5. And the players of DMS make it close. At one point, a potential 2v2, and that could have gone either way. So a victory? Sure. Is it a clean round, though? Not so much. Not the best weaponry for DMS. An investment does come through, but it's not looking good. Smet once again looking for opening frags. There are some nice smokes you can actually deploy over the B bomb side. Check out something like csnades.gg. And you can block off, say, the vision from Palace, from Road, as well as from Dark, with just the help of 2 smokes. And if you have players coming from Connector as well, you basically have the site as a T. But this is a good start. The first opening frag here for DMS. The first one in a while, it seems like. And look at this. S-Fade. Ooh, has been spotted, but he doesn't care. He's got not only information, but some really good positioning. Now he's going to be a thorn in the side of Unity, because he can come from anywhere. Uh-oh. Looks like the thorn's been pulled out. Now with 35 seconds remaining, this has to be the play. DMS will move in the bomb side. AW, perfect one, but Fida holds his ground alongside Levy. They're continuing to batter the T's and finally hit it with the response. But isn't it too late? 20 seconds. Has the bomb on his back to get it planted, but once it begins to punch in those digits, the big problem is there's a nade in the hands of Levy. It might just be the difference maker. There we go. 4 seconds, he's trying to bait it out. Hits a nice frag, but no time to get that bomb planted. So Unity, successful victory, 5-0. This is a really one-sided affair so far. DMS not finding a lot of success, though this is probably by far the most successful round they've had. It's a shame, though, that the push towards B is still unsuccessful. Even though they get the frag towards B connector, it's still not enough. What's gonna be next? Well, this Fade will try to give Unity taste of shrapnel. Boom. Bombardment across the map. Looks like DMS is contemplating about hitting middle. I mean, one of the things you absolutely want to try as a T is to try to move towards the A bomb side whilst having mid control, and that's the one area of the map DMS has time and time again successfully conquered. And this round is no exception. Nice flashbang towards camera, but nothing. 5 seconds. Oh, Fade is now feeling the pressure. Goes down once again. That could have been the difference maker. But maybe it already was. Look, 40 seconds left on the clock. DMS now entering the B bomb site. The smokes come in as well. Mikey will try to stop the push, but he's got his teammates back. Vida, nice flashbang comes in. Where are the frags? There's one. Will back away eventually, but DMS though, look at Pachin go. Holds his line, will go down eventually. But it's now DMS with a chance and a lifeline in this round. Oh no! Neo with the lineup. What's going on here? 10 seconds right now for AW. He's clearing out the angles, but there's simply no time. He can perhaps plant it. Oh no, there's simply no time. He knows it. He knows it. Oh no, that's gonna be another one for Unity. What a frustrating round. Look at Pachin go as well, and Neo. Boom. I think he might have actually hit the player on the leg by the looks of it. And that was, of course, enough with the wallbang. Yeah, this is not looking good whatsoever. A difficult time for DMS. Oh, yeah, that's going to be difficult for Fade. Look at the positioning. Perfect there from Pachin. So once again, the connector is in the hands of the T's, but perhaps... yeah, we haven't seen a lot of A takes now, have we? It's a great opportunity to change things up if you're DMS. Oh, look at this reaggression. Hit is aware of it. Nice positioning. The off angle is good to get the frag on Neo. Still, a lot of time here on the clock, so DMS doesn't have to hurry. Kalash, though, opens it up towards A. And now with so many gaps in the defense, look at Smet go. He can go wherever he wants. Oh, Vida realizing the pressure. That's some nice aggression from his part. That's the best thing he could have done. And successfully gets a kill. Not going to get any more out of this one. And now, finally, DMS should be aware that the B bomb site is in their domain. The problem is, though, timing is everything. Oh, AW misses the shot. He knows he's in trouble. He needs backup 30 seconds. It looks like the last fight will happen towards T-spawn. Okay. Wasting a lot of precious time, but if DMS, all they need to do right now is get that bomb planted, and that will be enough. But Levy, not out of the fight just yet.
Bomb has been planted.
Look at him go. Oh no! What the hell was that, Levy? What in the world? The two players, they simply line up to make Levy's job that much easier. And oh boy, I thought this is going to be the end. I thought this is going to be the end of this round. And look at Levi, look at the opportunity. A golden one at that. There's no way in the world DMS thought he's going to come from here. And yet he plays this one to perfection. DMS. After a losing a round like that, it just gotta hurt though. That's just a painful round to lose. And I mean, I already saw DMS play. I saw them play against Dynamo Eklot, right? One of the teams in the group stage. And one of the things that surprised me is that they were constantly taking timeouts. You know, DMS was that team that they wouldn't allow to get these types of rounds in their heads. They'd be taking timeouts, having the discussions, and it's not happening here. We're seeing none of it. And you can see, I mean, that round feels like it broke them. Early on, 2 quick frags. Look at Vida as well. Clearing out angles, or perhaps admiring the sights of Anubis. Either way, he'll put the players in the dustbin. Look, he's already practically in middle. Could perhaps get some spices along the way that are scattered across the map, but maybe that won't be necessary. The one spice he's looking for is... there we go. Maybe he'll show us a spicy play. There we go. Oh, that is beautiful from Fira. Could have ended it with a 3K, but, well, the 2K is more than enough. Oh, gosh. This is just awful right now. Levy, we'll stop admiring the views for a moment and just do the job. 8-0 for Unity, and oh boy, this is looking terrible. Vida in the backlines. I mean, you can see that DMS was simply not aware of that play being even a possibility. Okay, finally, we're seeing the tactical timeout, but maybe it's a tad bit too late. They've been playing some good CS Unity, and well, we saw from our sponsors, GGBet, they were favoring Unity on this second map, despite the fact that they took a pretty big beating on Mirage. And sometimes you can see that if you put into practice on certain maps, which your opponent has not practiced properly, you can have a huge advantage. And this is just a prime example of it. Unity has been playing some stellar Counter-Strike, and it's not necessarily from, some sort of tactical viewpoint, but it just feels like their individuals are confident on this map, much more so than on a map like Mirage. And from time to time, we get to see some nice setups. Some retakes as well that work fine and dandy. The players are comfortable in the positions they're holding. And the MS just feels lost. I also haven't seen from their side a lot of executes, if you will. Yeah, right now our sponsors, GGBet, I'm really believing in DMS. They can secure the victory and the best of free. Like I mentioned earlier, if you're applying to bet, be sure to do so responsibly and according to the local laws of your government. Neo opens things up. I'm not even sure where that kill took place. Okay, Neo is holding here towards middle. Well, watching middle from the A-bomb side, to be precise. And you can see as well, I mean, this is a perfect example of why Anubis is the sort of push and pull map. Unity has basically given up holding towards middle. They don't care about that area of the map. They're more than willing to give it away for the Ts, and once the Ts actually feel that they can push, they get slaughtered. And the fact of the matter is, we're going to be seeing this, I think, once again on B. Mikey, though, not aware of this. Hello, AW, gets the 2 frags. There we go, finally. Something going the way of DMS. A bomb plant, a post plant, and some nice positions to boot. However, Neo, feeling the pressure from this one. Needs the help of his teammates. Pachin moves in, he's confident. Gets the 1 frag, backs away. He knows that Levy is there to finish off the round. Look at this perfect frag from Levy. All up to Lonesome Hitta. Needs to get the 1. The second does not connect. Oh boy. Unity with a 9th round to their name. I've got to say, this is looking terrible. I mean, DMS with the post plant, things were looking up for them. Free. I thought they got it in the bag, but even I didn't see on the minimap what's happening there. And Levy in the backlines, I mean, all he has to do is get that frag on just the 1 player, and the 1v3 is basically over. There's no way in the world Hitta is hitting, well, all those shots. What the hell, Neo? Quit it, man! I mean, you can see that the guy's feeling it. He's absolutely feeling it. Three more rounds remaining on the first half here on Anubis. Mikey has been doing some stellar work, well, alongside Neo. Let's not count him out. I mean, you could just see how well Unity is playing. Well, this is something we haven't seen in ages, in fact. I believe this will be a final attempt from DMS, in this round at least. So a couple flashbangs can be very useful on hitting the A-bomb side. But there's also one good smoke that can be thrown towards Plateau. Let's not forget that you can also throw a Molotov. Levy, though, will be throwing bullets towards the enemies, and that will be the end of that. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 rounds for Unity Esports. I gotta say, though, when we were in the pre-match, I kind of forgot the name of this team. But now I'll be sure to remember that Unity is the team that gave DMS a fine whooping, if I may say so myself, a fine whooping here on Anubis. Barely scraping anything together, DMS. They know, I mean, this round, this half, let's just even say this map is basically over for them. They'd have to pull off an incredible comeback, and well, Levy, look at this. Look at this, the positioning so forward, and okay. It's nice to see a flashbang come in from DMS, and that was enough to stall the push. Okay, perhaps overconfidence in their midst. Oh, Neo with a response. But perhaps this is the chance for DMS. They've got 4 players in a 4v3. They have players in middle. So taking over the A-bomb side should be a breeze. A spade. Oh, perfect timing as well. Gets the frag at 1. So Petchin, feeling the pressure, will move in. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be the way DMS secures their first, perhaps not the final round, on the first half. So yeah, you could say the players got a bit too feisty, a bit too overconfident. Can't really blame them, though. I mean, Unity has been playing stellar so far. Well, saving the AWP of not top priority, I'd say, for Neo. Though... Oh, we will. Keep that alive. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's going to be the end for Neo. DMS, first victory here on that first half, remember, folks? This is, in fact, the second map of the best of 3. This will not be the end of DMS because they've managed to secure the victory on Mirage. So what's it all going to end up like? By the looks of it, perhaps a third map on Ancient. Wouldn't be too surprised at this point, and perhaps that's where we'll see even powers meeting. Here, perhaps not so much. Mikey. Stellar towards the connector. Oh, moves in through the smoke and wins the duel regardless. Again, mid-control from S-Fade. He has been the sole player, in fact, pushing middle. And, oh, that's perfect. Perfect nade to break the smoke. Some fine teamwork from Unity. Which is something we haven't really seen from DMS, like I said, throughout the entirety of this first half. Hitta, though, using the smoke to his advantage. Nice little shot. 50 seconds remaining. I believe this will be the end. "35 seconds. Mikey's, in fact, the only defender so far. Some nice smoke spam coming in. Not enough to get the kill, but as long as he's got his teammates in the retake, that should be more than enough. Mikey does go down, and oh, S-Fade. Good decision. No! Neo gets him through the wall! Vida comes in! Vida, I think, is gonna end the round just like that, and DMS, the one chance they had to maybe get that second round on the board, will not commence. And so 11 rounds for Unity on the city side of Anubis. What a great showing. absolutely destroying DMS. It's as if the guys didn't have a chance, though. Well, I'm not going to say it like that. There were plenty of chances for DMS. I think there were at least a couple 1vx situations. Perhaps one of the more memorable ones was Levy, in fact, the 1v2. And well, yeah, DMS. Pistol round victory or nothing at this point. No pistol, no Anubis. But let's see. Unity with a good old-fashioned B rush. Nice little smoke to block out the vision of Smet. That will allow a bomb plant at the very least. And look at this as well. Coordinated. Though you gotta wonder, perhaps Mikey overstepped his boundaries. Not really sure what's happening here. How come no one's looking towards a W? Oh, this is terrible. Lonesome Neo remains in the 1v4. So the defuse will come through. Neo will try to hold his ground, but he simply cannot. And DMS, there we go. That's the start of something beautiful. A pistol round victory will allow them to stay in the game for at least... Well, I'm not even going to say how many rounds. Who knows, this could be the comeback from DMS. Perhaps they have a stellar CT side prepared for us. Even if it is stellar, though, the one big problem is they will be going up against a Unity, a team that has clearly practiced Anubis, and they clearly know how to play on the T side as well. So a reinvestment for them is pretty okay. They're more than happy to take it. The B connector smoke. For anyone playing Anubis, that is in fact, I think, one of the more practical and must-have smokes. What the hell? Vita just moves in through the smoke. Regardless, though, Neo with a response. Hita will stop the push for now, but it's a 2v2. Oh, perfect from Hita. Down to Mikey in a 1v2. Looking for the last two remaining players. Uh-oh. Yeah, Mikey knows. There's something towards B connector, but he's got plenty of time. Luckily for him, he also has the bomb, so at some point, Hita and Kalash will have to separate to gather information towards middle. Speaking of mid as well, Mikey is actually being very quick about it. I'm not sure if DMS will expect that the player has made such a swift rotation. Oh, the footsteps. He hears it. He knows it. Oh, he allows the player to cross. This is perfect. He knows, yeah, he could go towards A, but why? If you could just move in the gap. This is perfect for Mikey. Playing this one to a T. And there's no way in the world Kalash will expect it. An easy frag for Mikey. And a bomb plant, that's for sure, because he knows the positioning of the last player. And an open bomb plant as well. And Hita, remember, no defuse kit. So we will have to be quick about this. And look how quickly he's coming in from Palace. But he knows where the molly came from. And there we go. Hita. They're probably not aware someone could plant so openly on B. But that is an option. Hita successfully secures the victory. And another round for DMS. It got a bit scary there. Admittedly. Vida with some really nice timing. I'm sure that throughout the entirety of the second half, we will be seeing a lot of this B connector abusement from Unity. And he will here as well. Hita. Nice one, buddy. Still a long way to go before we can even talk about a victory on the second map for DMS. Still not a complete eco from Unity. They decided to invest in a round like this, and oh, look at the position from AW. This is massive. He will be so quick on the rotate. In fact, he can come in from behind. Such a powerful lurk right now. Because now he knows. Molotov's running in. Oh, what? Kalash not securing a frag. That's a bit of a shame. Look at Mikey, though. Oh, aware, but not with the kill. As Fade will hold his ground, but not for long. Unity, this is looking like a good round, but now it's time for the retake. AW and Smet. Players coming from the same position. Unity seem to be aware of it, and look at what kind of weapon Neo has. The Op. That's his weapon. The bomb, I hope, is planted for an open position so that Neo can make the best out of it. Oh, Petchin already goes in for the frag, so it's up to Neo in the 1v1. AW sticking it. The 10-second defuse? Bro, that's crazy! It's not gonna happen. 12-3. Neo plays this one to perfection. Solid round for Unity. And a very quick push on A. I'm surprised it worked out so well. It looked like the players from DMS had some good positioning. I mean, look at Clash. He was up close with the MP9 and does not get a single frag, which is a shame. Surely in his case, that could have been the difference maker, but yeah, right now, DMS, they gotta buy up. We're talking about the potentially last round of Anubis. Yeah, a lot of pressure being felt towards B. 3 players if necessary, and I think that's all for the CT utility, apart from the one smoke grenade and hit and S-Fade with the Molotov. But remember, S-Fade is the A player, so keeping onto that Molotov for as long as possible is crucial. Oh, Mikey. It's dangerous. He could potentially get ahead, but he may also have to taste a bullet from the opponents if he's not careful enough. 50 seconds. Mid control is the name of the game for Unity. And you can see the DMS basically just putting all their players towards mid. Levy trying to get as close as possible. He knows there are players behind the smoke, but it doesn't see a damn thing. Now, of course, they're putting all their efforts towards B. That's where the push is happening. That's where Unity is coming, and that's where Levy will make the play. He's entering from Palace, and he will smite one player, looks for more, gets the second guy, and the third one is up for grabs, and that will be the end. 13-3, Unity have a massive performance on that second map of Anubis. And I gotta say, though, it felt like DMS were not in the game whatsoever. I'm sure that they've made some prep on a map like Anubis, but they were simply outclassed and outperformed. And, well, luckily for them, the third map will be Ancient. And that is still a map that they're capable of playing. And it's also, I think, a pretty good middle ground for both of these teams. But I've got to say, though, I really hope that DMS has put in some sort of preparation. Otherwise, the third map could also be a very convincing victory. So, guys, that's going to be it here for the second map. We're going to be going to a very quick break. And once we'll be back, we'll be bringing you the third and final map of the best of 3. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our final best of three, and in fact, the final map of our group stage. My name is Sir Danny, and I'll be bringing you the final map, which is going to be Anubis versus DMS against Unity Esports. Now, we have seen the first two maps, right? The first map was in fact Mirage, and we saw how successful Unity Esports was not. In fact, the matter is they got absolutely destroyed by DMS. And on that second map, that's where we finally saw a glimpse of brilliance from the side of Unity Esports. I mean, they played some really good CT side. I mean, they barely had to struggle for those rounds. And in fact, they had some molecular crutches as well going their way. But now, the fact of the matter is that all of the best of threes attempts on the first map, on the second map, will all be settled here on Ancient. Now, I do expect this to be a lot of a closer affair because the first couple of maps, well, Mirage was indeed a decent map for DMS. We have seen them play against some of the other squads, including Dynamo Eclot, whereas for a team like Unity's caliber, it did feel like playing on a more map with structure and strats that they've actually practiced on about seemed to has gone, well, simply miraculous for them. They had not a single round where you could say, oh, that was a bit of a bad play. Maybe they should not have done that. No, what they played was stellar CT Counter-Strike on Anubis. And well, heading into a map like Ancient, playing stellar CT side will also be of great importance. It is the sort of map where you're going to have to be very careful about your choices. Yes, it is a map where still, if you're the CT team and you're feeling that there's pressure mounting on one of the bomb sites, perhaps one of the better ways to play about it is to just back away and go in for the retake. That still seems to be, well, one of the ways a map like Ancient is being played in the professional level, and I wouldn't be too surprised if we're going to be seeing similar stuff here as well. So Unity versus DMS, I do believe we're going to be having, the knife round playing out. There we go. Pick a start, pick a side. And I gotta say though, starting things off with the CT side would perhaps be the preferred method, but I do believe also picking up rounds on T side is valuable, especially with that mid control. People have been talking about, at least when this map initially appeared on the map pool, that it does feel like it's more of a CT sided affair, but still that mid control, if you're able to acquire mid presence as a T, you're able to do so much on the back of it. And in that sense, I mean, if you're capable of getting mid control, and as a T, you can absolutely rule this game. Though it's not going to be easy getting that mid control in the first place, and that's some of the place where a lot of the battlegrounds happen to take place. So I do believe DMS will be sticking here on the T side and Unity on the CT. In fact, no, DMS will be playing it on the CT side by the looks of it, and Unity will be on the T side. Alrighty then. Right. Let's begin with our very first pistol round of the last best of three. DMS versus Unity, and we can already see mid control being of great importance with that smoke being deployed. But in fact, will this be mid push? Look at his players coming in from short. Nice positioning, but not enough to get the kills. It will be S-Fade with the first. Looking for more opportunities. Petchin. Here's the players. Gets the one frag. Looks for more though. Oh, that's a run and gun headshot from Kalash. And so, 4 versus 3. What's it gonna be? Kalash. Uh-oh. This is dangerous. Neo's got the angle, almost, and eventually gets the kill. Mikey with a kill of his own. Hitta and Smet, the last two players remaining. All is gonna come down to, I think, a few good shots. And Smet, this is crucial. He tries to land it. Not working out for him, but... Oh, player... Oh no, last bullet from Smet. Oh, he's gonna get pushed, Mikey. So aware of it. Looks like this will be a very awkward end, but eventually a victory for Unity Esports. I mean, from that T-side setup, I gotta say, it does feel like that was a nice setup from the T's. Unity Esports, of course. Getting that mid control as early as possible is the name of the game, but we saw how well they played. They just deployed the early smoke grenade towards the window, but instead of going for the straight-up push, they had players coming in from B short. That was successful, but look at this round as well. DMS going for the aggressive plays. Sure, they've gone for the investment. The pistols and the MP9 can cause a lot of havoc. Oh, I think there was a bit of a gap in the smoke. Oh, S-Fade looking for his opportunity. He might just get it. Oh, there we go. He sees the player. Is that enough? Yes, it is. So S-Fade will back away from this. And Unity. It's quite peculiar to see the pistols causing so much stress for the T side. Right now, they got to be oh so careful. Levy and Co. moving in from Donut. Clash. Oh, not gonna be good enough. Smet with the MP9, a prime weapon in that position, but simply doesn't do the job. As well as I thought he might. So right now, all on AW. Lonesome player here towards A. He'll be backing away. Uh-oh, perhaps would have been better to stay and fight. Hitta alongside S-Fade. We'll try to go for the retake, but look at Mikey. The donut is a powerful position, especially if you are a T player that's holding it after the bomb has been planted. And yeah, Hitta knows this round is basically over, but I think he might just recover a rifle. If we do recall early on, one of the CT players managed to get a kill here. But you can see Mikey is aware of it, so... Oh, but he's not 100% aware where the last player will come from. Regardless, though, a very good round here for Unity, once again securing the victory. Second round for them, and, well, the upcoming one will be a bare bones round for DMS. They can't really invest in anything. All they have to do is just save up that cash, get that cash flow going, and then we're going to see some real investments. Here again, as we can see the odds here from our sponsors, GGBet. Best of 3 winner, well, clearly the odds are favoring Unity, and I can't really blame them. Even here, the first couple of rounds and they are looking incredibly solid. Currently, them being on the T side, they're capable of dictating the pace, and well, against players who are kind of on an eco. It doesn't seem to be a hard job, but picking up every single round they can still requires strength and effort. I think Unity, on the back of that Anubis win, definitely has it. Fit up. I thought it might just commence for the push, but no, they're just going to back away, leave Lonesome Hitta here, who is, well, clearing out every single nook and cranny, but it's all going to come down to that Deagle headshot at the end. Hitta being pushed, and that will be the end. 3-0 for Unity Esports, and so far so good. AW nice positioning with the Zeus. But yeah, the Molly can flush out anyone. So, back to the real rounds. A proper investment from DMS, and a proper one indeed. AWP in the hands of Hitta. So early on, the AWP will be playing, I believe, towards the A-bomb side. Okay. Said here we have S-Fade and Co. holding on to middle, and in fact, early aggression from DMS. Guess it's not surprising with this team, and look at that Hitta. Proper positioning, but Fida, oh, he senses. He knows there has to be another player, and look at Smet. So aware that someone is there, peeks out. Already with the pre-fire. That is beautiful from Smet. Nice two-man setup from DMS. Right now, Smet, uh-oh, pass turned. That's a problem. That gives a chance right now for Unity. Patchin as well. Oh no! The route is falling apart. It's all up to Lonesome Hitta, and he knows. Even though the bomb was towards A, clearly someone must have picked it up, and by this point, they're rushing towards B. They know the last player will be far, far behind them. And it's a perfect chance to get that bomb planted and eventually secure victory. Unless... When I say unless, this could be a retake from Hitta. Not an easy one at that, but... Without the defuse kit, that seems impossible. I don't think that's the case, yeah. Hitta is just going to save his weapon, and Unity will secure yet another round. But I gotta say, though, I'm interested in what happened on the other side of the map, because it felt like the 8 players were doing a fantastic job. Going for the early aggression, the 2-man setup from Hitta and I think it's Smet worked out wonders. Not to mention the fact that they managed to drop the bomb carrier so early on, and yet it was not enough to secure the win. So here, Unity will be pleased with their victory. Look at Smet go. The 2-man setup works wonders, but I do believe, yeah, one of the bigger problems is that the mid defense was simply not good enough. And if the mid defense falls, then yeah, the other 2 sides have a very difficult task ahead of them, especially the A bomb side in that scenario. Okay, something tells me this could be a fast round from Unity, but there's still a lot of utility being deployed from the CTs, and they can feel the pressure, they can feel the fire. Not sure if they want to go for this one, but looks like they will. Utility, Molotovs has been deployed, and the bomb site will go in the hands of Unity. So a nice bomb plant for them, but securing the bomb plant is just one part of the job. Now they got a hold, and this is where the troubles begin. They seem to be aware they will be players coming from cave, and they're in a pretty awkward position. 3 players from such an awkward angle. Uh-oh. This is going to be difficult for DMS. Flashbang comes in. Petchin. Oh no, he's going to move in the backlines. They're not aware of it. Oh, this is going to be a slaughter. Fida, Mickey, everyone picking up a frag. And DMS, they know. There's no way they're winning this round. They have to back away. They must pull out the white flag. And in fact, maybe they might just spare their lives and weapons. I think that's it. 5-0. Unity with a pretty good lead on the T side of Ancient, which is something I can't really say for DMS, and on the back of it, tactical timeout for sure. GG Bet, of course, with the odds, and well, perhaps rightfully so, favoring Unity in this one. DMS haven't had, well, let's just say, apart from Mirage, a good streak of rounds since, well, Mirage really, Anubis. They've showed some fighting force, but even then, they got absolutely outnumbered and outclassed by Unity on Anubis. And here, at least I'm hoping a much more even affair, but we'll just have to wait and see. That is going to be the case. But yeah, at least the one thing I'm happy about is a tactical timeout. This is something we haven't seen a lot of from DMS these past couple of maps. And when I first saw them play against Dynamo Eclot, I believe it was on Mirage as well, I saw a bunch of timeouts being taken from DMS, and I was thinking, okay, so these guys have come here to play. Sure, they're a relatively fresh roster, but, you know, they're trying, they're figuring things out on the fly, having those discussions. But not so much here. And remember, this is a pretty important victory to win for DMS. They win it here, and they might potentially get that upper bracket seeding. But right now, oh, the only seeding they're going to be having is at the bottom. Look at this, Petchin. Nice way to open things up. Levy as well. Feet up, basically now on the bomb side, breathing down the neck of Lonesome Kalash. Oh, yoy, that will be another victory for Unity. There's no way in the world they're losing a round like this, and this is perfect. Beautiful scenes. DMS, destruction amidst their ranks, unable to deal with the pressure. And once again, I mean, the previous round, we saw kind of an investment, and right now they simply don't have the money for it. This is problematic, because Unity, 6 rounds for them, and DMS nowhere near their first round. And yeah, on the back of that victory as well, Unity can absolutely get another one. Unless we might see an eco, but from the last glimpses right before the replay, I think I saw a reinvestment. Yeah, that's exactly the case. Yeah, it's not looking good. I mean, the SMGs come out powerful. I will admit, the MP9 is a feisty little gun. AW, I mean, that's what you gotta do. You gotta make these crazy plays, and it could work out for them. Look at this. That's nice. Clash is where on the other side of the map, picking up a frag. Forces Unity to back away, but oh, look at this. Look at where Mikey and Levy are at. They're basically on the A-bomb site without a single defender. This is terrible for Unity. I'm sorry, for DMS, that is. They're in a prime position to get that bomb planted. Of course, the bomb has to make its way, but it's no deal. Not a huge deal, at least. Mikey and co. Just gotta hold their ground. Be very careful of Temple, though. Seems like a player might just try to peek out as hit at with the dig. Oh, Mikey. No worries, though. Now he's got the heavy cavalry coming in, and Kalash will be going down, so 7-0 Unity. Looking stellar right now. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Players from DMS having a very difficult time picking up those frags. And Kalash as well, he's got to step up. He's one of those players on DMS where you're looking at him and, well, he's been playing some stellar CS. If it's not him, well, Smet as well, admittedly, has been one of the better riflers. Oh, Mikey, look at this. Look at him. Not anymore, though. It will be Pechin giving it a go. An attempt to push through the smoke. Perhaps could secure a frag, but DMS going for desperate plays right now. Look at Lonesome AW right behind the smoke. He will attempt to return back to the bomb site, but Kfida is just aware of it. Oh, look at this. Levy catches one player through the smoke. Bomb being planted in the open position. And the MS, I mean, yeah, you want to try to go for it, but this is so difficult. They might just get the frag on Levy, though. He's in a pretty awkward position. There we go. That's a good start for DMS. Will that be enough for the round win, though? A lot of time has been wasted. 20 seconds. Now they're close. They will need to hurry up. Neo. The first frag on one. Looking for more players, expecting someone to come through. He knows there's a player at cave, so Pechin, all he has to do is wait, play this one to perfection, and he's done it. Hitta will back away, but his life intact. Or perhaps no, because Neo is there with the Tech 9, so this will be another victory for Unity. And with 4 more rounds remaining, you gotta wonder what kind of magic trick DMS has to pull off. Yeah, they're in a very awkward position. I mean, they're basically reinvesting every single round. Yeah, this is really difficult for DMS. It's good to see they're taking the timeouts, but at this point, I'm not even sure what to suggest. What could they do better? Perhaps having some better weapons could be of great use. I like the fact that they have reinforced their position in middle, but the problem is that look what's happening towards B. With some early utility usage, the players from Unity have successfully taken over the site time and time again, and not because they use brute force to have a number of players swarm the bomb site. No, they just have the utility deployed, and they can have someone like Lonesome Mikey move in, and he might just win a duel. If Mikey dies, then you know what? They'll have Pechin or Levy, someone to come in instead. And that's perhaps another problem. The players on Unity are doing a pretty good job in terms of fragging. You can't say that one of their players is just having a terrible game and it's not, well, successful for him. No, nothing of the sort. Every single player seems to be firing it off. And that is crucial on the T side. Early utility being deployed as Fade moving in. Oh, he considered this an opportunity. The control is nice to see. Oh, Mikey, he spots out the player. Perfect timing. Nice to see that Hitta gets a frag, so at least we're even Stevens. And a lot of damage has been dealt on the players on Unity. Okay. This could be chance, but look at the minimap. DMS putting so much pressure towards middle and B. They've completely neglected A. Look at the call. This is such an amazing read from Unity. Levy will now clear out the bomb site with his buddy Mikey. At this point, Neo would have been nice if he could have held his ground, but this is still good enough for Unity. They have the bomb site at their domain, at their disposal, so a bomb plant will commence. But for DMS, this is by far the closest they've been towards a retake and a potential victory. They must try their best if they don't want to end up like the rest. Oh, Nade deals some damage, but nothing of note. That's a good position by Mikey. Not gonna be expecting... Oh, he fell off from it. Oh, whatever. Gotta hurry up though, DMS. They don't have a kit. Oh, actually they do have in the form of Kalash, so they still have some time, but they need to get a frag. Smet, that's a good one. Mikey. Oh, they line up, but it's still not enough. And Fitta will move in with the spray. It's dirty, but it's a win. Unity. What a great way to close things down. I thought there was a chance for DMS. That looked so good for them. But still, let's take a look at the replay. Initially, some nice mid-presence from DMS and Unity, but look at Mikey with the spray, gets them both. And then Fitta there to close it out. This was dirty, I mean, not a clean spray, but a victory regardless. That's one of those rounds where you think, if you're DMS, okay, that's our chance. That's the 4v2, we got this. And you end up losing it? Ugh. That's a huge hit for morale. Oh no, Kalash, he's not even aware of it. He has no idea what's going on. I guess communication is also lacking on the side of DMS, and you can see, oh, they're not having any of it. No success. Just pure destruction and decimation. Unity will plant their flag on B, but the problem is that they might just plant their flag of the whole series. Yeah, it's a bit problematic here for DMS. Once again, the B-bomb site unable to hold. Unable to secure at least one round victory. So 2 more rounds remain on the CT side, and yeah, we have seen this practice before from DMS, so I'm sure they will reinvest. Absolutely, I mean, they don't really have a lot of options. So a reinvestment will come through. But what can they do? What can they do at this point? Look at Unity. So good, so precise with the frags as well. And I talked about this earlier, how, okay, all they have to do to enter the B-bomb site, just a couple smokes, just a couple Molotovs, they can send just one guy in, and that's enough to take the site. Here, they sent at least 3 players, and you saw how effective it was. Looks like, again, the individuals from DMS will try to turn the tide. Because here we have his fate. The MP9 spraying just a little bit. But he's got fire under his feet, so he will back away. Petchin. Clearing out cave. Oh, that's a good angle from AW. Nice to see him being activated on the back of those footsteps. And right now, Smet feeling a lot of pressure. He's good with the Molotov. But now it fades, and it's time to move in for Unity. Oh, that's a poor positioning from Smet. What is going on? It looked like he tried to back away. AW, hold up. What was that from AW? I'd love to see a replay from his perspective, because I have no idea how he managed to get all 3 players. I was just dumbfounded at the well, what I saw there from Smet, I believe it was, with the Molotov being deployed, I felt like, okay, so that player is stuck. Not sure what's going on, and then we saw that superb round. Yeah, this is, how do I put it? Some dirty Counter-Strike. Well, from one team, shall I say, Unity has been playing superb, I have to admit. Gotta say, though, they had a pretty bad beating on Mirage, sure, but look at how well they've managed to bounce back on that second map, on that third map. And for Unity, we got to talk about this as well. I mean, with their current group stage standing, I mean, they haven't managed to win a single best of 3. This victory doesn't really change things that much. But it does mean that DMS will not have a spot in the upper bracket, so for Unity, it does make sense to at least make their opponent's life more difficult. And they might potentially meet again at the lower bracket, so I think if you are a team like Unity, you're perhaps better off meeting a team like DMS than, say, VP Prodigy. Especially the well. In such a manner, you're able to read them like a book. Oh, that's nice. We haven't seen this from Levy. Early aggressive plays, and oh, with the smoke being broken as Fade seems to be aware of the positioning, and there we go. Information from the teammates, and now they're very much in the know. This is a B play. This is a push. The bomb is in an awkward spot. That's a bit of a shame there for Unity. By this point, that could have been a bomb plant, but now Vida will have to waste some extra time, and with time being wasted, DMS is getting in better and better positions. As Fade going for the spam. Ooh, it doesn't connect though. That's a shame. Oh, nice flashbang. Got a nice chance here, DMS 2v2. Vida, low in HP. Oh, but that's enough to get the frag, and now it's all up to AW. 1v2, oh, that is just... that is so frustrating for DMS. Look at this, what a great start. AW, Smet, Beam Bomb, frags all across the map. And a free v2 that could have gone their way. The spam just a little bit to the right, just a little bit more. And that could have been their round. But DMS... struggling on Ancient is, I think, one way to put it. So what's gonna happen? Well, this could be the end of this best of 3 unless DMS shows some spine on the T side. And well, a pistol round victory is a must at this point. I'm personally a big fan of deploying the early smoke towards Sniper's Nest, just like DMS did right there, and eventually pushing the A-bomb site. Also prefer doing so from Donut, but having players coming out from A main also works. Though the problem here is, I do believe players like S-Fade and Clash will try to pull off a rotation from the CTs. Okay, that actually works. A couple players have left, but the problem is Neo gets a headshot. And I'm not sure if DMS expected that. However, the fake, I think, will potentially become the full-on push. Mikey, aware of the potential push from S-Fade. There could be a player behind the smoke. He gets him. Mikey looks for more, and he's got backup. DMS, only 2 players remaining, but look at AW. That's a good start. Will begin to move. He needs the help of his teammate Smet. The flashbangs come in. That's terrible. What? Okay, that's a good start. Kifida, has he revealed his position, though? He knows that all he has to do right now is wait. Wait for his teammates to move in. And then he'll just pounce to get the frag on Smet. And Lonesome AW. 30 points of health. Will try to win this for the team. Nice headshot on one, but that will be the end. The demise of DMS. I mean, on paper, this round looked pretty solid. The whole fake towards B actually ended up being, well, we've got the B bomb side. Maybe we should go B. And I think someone from DMS made the call that, oh, okay, so the rotation has come in, so let's push towards A. But by that point, the rotation has actually killed the players on B. And so if you're Unity, no one's towards B. So, okay, this has to be an A play. That's exactly what it was. A final attempt from DMS to try and close this out. Oh gosh, it's going to be difficult. They got some sleek weapons, but will that be enough, Levy? But the MP9 can easily mop up these guys. Let's just say this is not some full-on balls to the wall kind of play from DMS. Oh no, they're playing it safe. I guess they're hoping that Unity will make a mistake, but as we can see from the minimap, nothing of the sort. They're playing this one very slow and very careful. Neo, though, he might feel some pressure. Look at what's going on. 40 seconds on the clock. Play has to come in, and a few good frags, and I think, ladies and gentlemen, this will be the end. AW left in the 1 versus 4 against some fine players of Unity. And with the Mac 10 of all weapons, I don't see this happening in a mile. And there we go. Unity will secure the victory here in the best of 3. And they will continue their fight in the playoffs of the Appolo Season 1 Phase 1. I gotta say though, I did not expect that way. Well, the way this all turned out was pretty hectic. I mean, we saw a completely one-sided first map, right? DMS securing the victory, all nice and dandy, looking solid as ever. And then we move on to the second map, and you're thinking, oh, okay, maybe doubt has set in. Maybe Unity Esports doesn't have what it takes to secure the victory. But the problem is, no, they just absolutely destroy DMS on the CT side of Anubis. And, well, that third map as well, not, let's just say, a fine showing from DMS. I mean, it has to be said, it was a complete and utter blowout. And, well, guys, that wraps up our round robin group stage. And with that being settled, that means that our next stop will be the playoffs. So be sure to tune into some of the games that will be happening throughout this week. And I'll be, of course, casting some of them alongside some of my wonderful colleagues. But for now, folks, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Have a good one.